Welcome to Larry's Library, and welcome to another edition of the Sunday Scan. Last month I read ElfQuest, issues 17 through 20. Now, this is my read-through of the Marvel Epic line of ElfQuest reprints. The series ran 32 issues, and so we are in the last part of it now, and we'll just get right into it. I read those 4 issues last month, and I took notes, and I have them here. So this was a creator-owned series. It was written by Wendy Pini and Richard Pini, and all of the art is by Wendy Pini. Now we'll get into it with issue 17. It's called Lair of the Bird Spirits. So I did note that some of the printing is a little rough and could really use some remastering on this one. So if I ever got my fantastical wish of an official Marvel Omni collecting this run, I would hope that they would remaster the original works, because some of the art is a little rough at times. Not the art, but the printing of the pages. Now I'll show page 13 as an example of how it's the printing itself, the quality is a little iffy at times. So I would hope a lot of restoration would happen if we ever got that dream Omni of mine. So I noted here that the so-called bird spirits, they capture 7 of the elves of Cutter's tribe, and they have them enslaved inside this hollow mountain. Cutter and company infiltrate the mountain caves to attempt to rescue, and I'm going to show page 19 here. Great stuff. So issue 18, check out the cover. This one is called Riddle of Blue Mountain. That hollow mountain I mentioned, it's called Blue Mountain. And in this one, Cutter and company go before Lord Vol, the leader of the new elf tribe called the Gliders. And Lord Vol is a cool character. Love the design of that character. One of the Gliders tells Cutter that his quest to find the High Ones is over, as they are the High Ones. They're just flat out saying, hey, you're looking for the High Ones, you found them. She seems really shifty though, and is keeping secrets from Vol. She's whispering, and you can tell she's plotting against Vol. Vol befriends Cutter, and he seems like a really good guy. Like that character. So, onward, issue 19. Issue 19, the story's called What is the Way? Cutter's tribe continues to get to know the Glider elves during their stay in the Hollow Mountain. They argue about the path forward and whether or not these Gliders are actually the High Ones. Night Runner, the Elder Wolf, he dies, which they learn this from the howls of the other wolves, as they all mourn for him. And I'll show a scan of the last page here, where they're all showing their respects for that elder wolf. Pretty cool scene. So, the last issue I read of this last month, it's issue 20, and the story's called Fine Feathers. So, looking at my notes, Cutter's band holds a council to decide if they will stay in Blue Mountain a while longer, or if they're just going to pack it in and leave now. They decide to stay, all save 2 members, Strongbow and his mate Moonshade. They're like, no, we're leaving. And they vow they will wait for them in the woods with the wolves. Later at a dinner, Lord Vol tells Cutter and company that he is the child of the original High Ones. And it's pretty cool. So now we get confirmation from someone who is a lot more trustworthy than that shifty character they talked to before, who seems to be plotting against Lord Vol. So this seems to be the unraveling of the great mystery of who the High Ones were, and if any of that original race still lives on, and apparently they do. So I'm sure we're going to learn more about this in issue 21, and you'll have to come back next month if you want to see some artwork and some covers from the next 4 issues of Marvel's epic version, their reprinting of the original ElfQuest saga by Wendy and Richard Pini. And I'm really having a good time with this one. I hope one day we do get a nice official Marvel omnibus of this, but I'm not going to hold my breath. But meanwhile, I do have these singles, and I treasure them. And if you like taking a look at these, give me a thumbs up and hit subscribe if you haven't already, and come back for more, because I got more to come.